Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Welcome to, I believe it is, day 11. So I've got one more day to go until this whole Unpopular Opinions for the 12 days of Xmas is all done. Hope you've enjoyed it in that. Oh, the 12th day of Xmas, my true love is to me. All of that. So I'm giving you all of this 12 days of scot-free and all of them them there. But anyways, let's get on to what we're here for, the public's unpopular opinions. Dogs are annoying and their owners are just needy people that can't live without being worshipped. I do agree if you have dogs that are big dogs that you can't control. You know what I mean? Like obviously, remember that program Friday Night Dinner where the man couldn't control his dog and that, do you know what I mean? Winston and all that, do you know what I mean? Moving mad. But it's one of them things where I think if you can't control your dog and you know your dog is big and your dog's going to be running loose, running wild, doing all that, banging his chest and everything. Dogs can't really bang chest, but here we go. They can bark very loud, so I guess their bark is more than their bites and everything. But I think when you have big dogs, you have to make sure that you can take care of them. You can make sure you can manage them and not make these dogs run loose and run riots, because if they run riots, then there's going to be a problem. So I think people who have big dogs just need to be able to manage and make sure that they're safe around the community. Some dogs, they're moving mad. Do you know what I mean? Once they're out on the loose, they're all around them. All of that, do you know what I mean? These dogs, them are running wild. So if people can't control their dogs, then I do think that they can be very annoying. But it depends on who the owners are of those particular dogs. Next one, skipping grades, no matter how smart a child is, hurts them. I think in the long term, in terms of making friends, in terms of being, let's say, pally with people, it could, because they're going to see people in different age groups, and I don't think they're going to really have a lot in common with some of the people, let's say, older than them. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be very hard for them to fit into society. They're going to be still a bit weird, still a bit, all over the place, where they're going to be socially awkward. So they're not going to be too much into where they can have the conversations and be pally with people. It's going to be very difficult for them to blend into society and all of that. So I think in terms of that, it does hurt them, do you know what I mean? So I kind of agree with that. So in terms of society and fitting in. Next one. Have your phone volume on at 80 or in public is rude. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that means. No idea. So let's just move on to the next one. No one actually likes winter. Everyone just likes the idea of winter. No, I generally like it. I think, sometimes when the snow falls, especially if it's winter time, the snow is falling, you're outside and about, you're probably hanging around with mates. It's a good time, you know what I mean? It's cold, obviously, you know what I mean? For people, obviously, who can't stand the cold, they would hate winter. But I do like winter. I like it when it snows. It looks prettier when it snows. People, you know what I mean? Everything out there just looks a lot more glistening and a lot more shining, you know what I mean? Different perspective on the eyes and that. So I do like winter. I'm a winter-born child as well, so of course I got to like winter. Of course I got to be all about winter, because if I ain't, then where am I going here? Do you know what I mean? I'm a winter child. But anyways, next one. If you only speak one language, you should be ashamed to criticize how someone else speaks their second language. I agree with that, to be honest. I think if you do speak one language, you shouldn't be, someone who goes and says, that person can't speak English, or something that you're speaking more fluently than them, properly, because you can't speak their language. So what right have you got to say anything when you can't speak their language properly? You know what I mean? People say, well, I ain't traveling to their country, but it's still, I hear it that these people are trying. They've learned a different language, while you guys, I'm not saying everyone, but you guys out there don't know that person's language. So they have every right to tell you to shut up, move on. You know what I mean? And people telling them all this stuff, it's like, well, hold on here. You lot don't know their language. So yeah, I hear it, man, still. But that's it, guys, for this episode of Unpopular Opinion. I'm going to actually come back to the other one. I think probably phone volume and that, at 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 all time. I think probably loud. They probably mean that. I think it is rude to have your phone volume up loud and you're playing loud music and stuff. It's not in your ears and that. It's taking a bit of the PI. Do you know what I mean? So I do agree that having your phone volume that loud, I'm just going to say it's loud, is taking a bit of, the biscuit. So I agree with that. But that's it, guys, for my unpopular opinion. Till tomorrow, the final day of Unpopular Opinions, 12 days in a row and that. Big up you guys, and I'll give my opinions and I'll react later on.